Students, whatever homework is given to you, you have to submit it on the very next day between 8 am to 1 pm to the given WhatsApp number, and it is compulsory to submit your homework as your attendance will be marked on the basis of your submission.
I welcome you all in our today's lecture. This is lecture number 5 of grade 9 science, that is chapter 1, matter in our surrounding. Okay, as usual, before starting the today's lecture, let's revise what we have learned in our last lecture. In last lecture we have learned about the one question, that is, can we change the state of matter? क्या हम किसी भी मैटर के स्टेट को चेंज कर सकते हैं? So in that we have learned the two factors which are actually responsible for changing the state of matter, and those two matters was temperature and pressure. Okay, in that also I have told you that pressure and temperature both are complementary, they will never work simultaneously. That means if you want to change the state of matter, okay, by increasing the temperature, then you have to keep your pressure constant. Similarly, if you want to change the state of matter by increasing the pressure, then you have to keep your temperature constant. Okay, that means out of two, one you have to increase and one you have to keep as constant. Okay, done. In that we have learned about the change of state of matter due to temperature, by that means by increasing temperature, and it has two parts. First was solid to liquid and second was liquid to gas. In solid to liquid we have learned that when will solid turns into liquid, when it take its melting point or it reach its melting point. That means when we increase the temperature slowly and steadily, and when your temperature reaches the melting point of that particular solid, at that very temperature your solid will start converting into a liquid slowly and steadily. But in that also we have learned that once we start giving heat to the system, okay, initially temperature will keep on increasing till its melting point, but after reaching the melting point, even though we keep on supplying the heat energy to the system, temperature never rise above the melting point. Why so? Because whatever the extra heat after reaching the melting point is provided by you to the system is being converted into a latent heat of fusion, and that latent heat of fusion is utilized by the system to break the bond between the solid particles, which result in the melting of solid into a liquid. Okay, done. After that we have learned for liquid to gas. Similarly for liquid system we have learned the boiling point, है ना? Because any liquid will turns to gas when it reaches its boiling point. Okay, in that system also we have done the same thing. Initially we will provide the heat to the system. Due to heat, the temperature of the system will keep on rising, and as it reaches the boiling point of a liquid, then boiling point temperature remain constant and liquid start converted into a gaseous state of matter. Then after reaching the boiling point, whatever the heat is supplied to the system by you is being converted into a latent heat of vaporization, and this latent heat of vaporization is now used by liquid to break the bonds between the liquid particles, which result in boiling of the liquid solution. That means conversion into a gaseous state of matter. Okay, so this two things, that means the effect of temperature and how temperature help us to convert the one state of matter into another state of matter, that we have learned in our last lecture. Okay, today we will learn about the pressure. That means effect of pressure. Effect of pressure. So it's also very easy. Again, it's very easy. Okay, first you write the three things, that is solid, liquid and gas. Okay, now the arrow is going to be in this side, in this direction. Okay, then you will have what is being done, that is increasing pressure. That means you can convert actually temperature वाले केस में क्या होता था, we start from the solid then we turns to liquid, then we turns to gas as we increase the temperature. But pressure में उल्टा होगा. As I said you earlier that pressure and temperature both are complementary. So whatever the effect is done by temperature in the state of matter change, just opposite will be done by pressure in state of change of matter. That means solid, when we increase the temperature, our solid become liquid and liquid become gas in case of temperature, but we are talking about pressure. So pressure में क्या होता है, उल्टा होता है. When you increase the system pressure, when you increase the pressure of a system, your gas become liquid and your liquid becomes solid state of matter. But as usual, when we are increasing the pressure, you have to keep your temperature constant. You can't change your temperature for that process. Once your process is accompanied by increase in pressure type, for that system you have to keep your temperature constant. Then and only then you can change liquid into a solid or gas into a liquid. Okay, got it? When we increase the temperature, when we increase the pressure by keeping our temperature constant, our gaseous state of matter become liquid and liquid state of matter become a solid. And there is one more case. Okay? Now this is for increasing the pressure. Okay? Now we are going to learn all the process simultaneously in one diagram. That is, because now we learn how to change the state of matter from one form to the another by increasing the temperature and by increasing the pressure. But whatever the process is done either by increasing the temperature or by increasing the pressure, that process has some name. So what are the name of all those process when we convert a solid into a liquid or liquid into a gas, then again gas into a liquid, then liquid into a solid? So what are the name given to such process? So that we are going to learn now. Okay, for that we need to draw a triangle form of state of matter. That is, write solid here, then write liquid, then write gas. These are the three state of matter. Okay, now what will happen? Sorry, I've done one thing wrong here. We will first write liquid here and solid here. Okay. Now we are going in this direction. We are going in this direction. That is this, then this. That means from solid state of matter to a liquid one, and from liquid we are going to gas. Okay. So when we turn a solid state of matter into a liquid state of matter, that process is known as fusion. That process is known as fusion. ठीक है? क्या बोला जाता है उसे? फ्यूजन. And all this is done by increasing the temperature. ठीक है, ये बहुत इजी वे है समझने के लिए. ठीक है, दो तीन पेज की थ्योरी एक डायग्राम में आ जाती है. When we increase the temperature, okay, what happens? Solid will become liquid and liquid will become gas. But when solid become liquid, the process is known as fusion, and when liquid become gas, the process is known as vaporization. Okay, the process is known as vaporization. Okay, अब opposite में जाते हैं. ठीक है, now this side. ऐसे, and that is done by increasing pressure. This is done by increasing pressure. Okay, that is from gas to liquid, from liquid to solid. Okay, पता चल रहा है? From gas to liquid and liquid to solid. This is done by increasing the pressure. Okay, पता चल रहा है? Now आगे की बात करें. Okay, so firstly we seen about increasing the temperature. When increase the temperature, solid become liquid by the process named fusion. liquid become gas by the process name vaporization. Now we are talking about increasing pressure. So जब हम pressure को increase करते हैं, we have to go anti-clockwise, that is from gas to liquid and liquid to solid. When we increase the pressure, the gas become liquid, and this is known as condensation reaction. This is known as condensation. Okay, by increasing pressure, when we turn any gaseous state of matter into a liquid one, the process is known as condensation. Similarly, when we convert any liquid state of matter into a solid by increasing the pressure, the process is known as solidification. Okay, done. Okay, so what we have learned, we learn the names of various process when one state of matter is converted to another state of matter. Okay, and that can be done either by increasing the temperature or by increasing the pressure. When we increase the temperature, we start from solid to liquid and liquid to gas. But when we increase the pressure, we start from gas to liquid and liquid to solid. Okay, but when we convert any solid into a liquid, the process is known as fusion. When we convert liquid into a gas, the process is known as vaporization. When we convert any gas into a liquid, the process is known as condensation. And when we convert any liquid into a solid, the process is known as solidification. Okay, now there is one more thing is remaining, that is from solid to gas. This is second one. Okay, because what pattern we have learned, in that pattern solid to gas के बीच में हमेशा कौन आता है? We have a liquid in between. But you can see this process, it's somewhat different. Solid to gas, that means there is no intermediate liquid state of matter is forming. We are converting a solid directly into a gas or gas directly into a solid. Then such process is known as sublimation. Such process are known as sublimation. This way or this way, both are same, sublimation. That means by increasing the temperature, you will convert solid into a gas. Okay, so this is also sublimation. And by increasing the pressure, you convert gas into a solid. That is also known as sublimation. So in both cases, when we directly convert one state of matter into another one without getting the intermediate state of matter, then such process are known as sublimation. ठीक है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपके घर में that camphor होता है ना, for doing पूजा and all those things we use that camphor. ठीक है, छोटी सी किसी गोली जैसा आता है, आपने उसको कभी जलाया? पूजा होने के बाद कर्पूर गौरम करना करते हैं ना, so उसमें कपूर जलाया जाता है. So what you see, जैसे हम कपूर को जलाते हैं तो सॉलिड होता है, लेकिन जलने के बाद is it taking the form of liquid? No, it is being converted directly into a gas. So which process is that? That process is nothing but sublimation, in which solid camphor, that is kapoor, is getting converted into a gaseous state of matter. Done? So this all are the process of change of state of matter from one form to the another form. Okay? That's okay, student. Now we have finished our one topic of theoretical part. Now we do some exercise related to that. For that, you just take out your page number 9 of your textbook, and in that we are going to do the in-text exercise. Okay? In that, question number 1. So what they want us to do in question number 1? They want us to convert the given temperature into a Celsius scale. As we know now कि जब हम temperature की बात करते हैं, temperature has 3 scale: Celsius scale, Fahrenheit scale, and Kelvin scale. Okay? Now, whatever the example they had given, okay, that is number A. It is in Kelvin scale. कौन सी स्केल में दिया गया है? Kelvin scale में. अब उसे मुझे डिग्री सेल्सियस में कन्वर्ट करना है. Now I want this Kelvin temperature to get converted into a degree Celsius. So कैसे किया जाता है? It's very simple. Whatever the answer is given, okay, you just minus that temperature in from 273. That means जब भी किसी भी टेम्परेचर को केल्विन से सेल्सियस में कन्वर्ट करना होता है, you have to minus the given temperature by 273. Okay, whatever the value of temperature is given to you, you have to minus that value, you have to minus 273 from that value. Okay, so your answer is, now आपका आंसर इट्स वेरी सिंपल, 27 डिग्री सेल्सियस। डन, पता चला कैसे किया? Whenever any temperature in Kelvin scale is provided to you, to convert that Kelvin temperature into a Celsius temperature, you have to minus the given you have to minus 273 from the given temperature. Okay, जो भी temperature दिया है उसमें से आपको 273 minus करना है। As soon as you do that, your Kelvin temperature will turns to degree Celsius. Okay, let's do one more example. That is B 573. Okay, again this temperature is in Kelvin scale because K is written, so naturally we have to convert it into a degree Celsius. कैसे करेंगे? Again same thing, whatever temperature is given, from that we have to minus 273. जो भी टेम्परेचर दिया है उसमें से 273 माइनस कर दो, ठीक है? So क्या हुआ? 3 में से 3 गया 0, 7 7 0 and 5 में से 2 गया 3, and this will become now degree Celsius. Okay, so this is the simplest way of converting any Kelvin temperature into a Celsius temperature. What you supposed to do? ठीक है, जो भी टेम्परेचर दिया है out of that you have to minus 273. Okay, now next question. What is the physical state of water at given temperature? Again it's very interesting. ठीक है, वहां उन्होंने कुछ टेम्परेचर चेंज करने की बात नहीं की है. They want you to know the state of matter at given temperatures. Yani whatever the temperatures are there in the question, in that temperature, in which state will your water exist, that you have to find out. Okay, let's see. That is number A. What is the temperature given? 250 degrees Celsius. Okay, now before doing this exercise आपको दो temperature पता होने चाहिए, ठीक है? One is 0 degree Celsius and one is 100 degree Celsius. Now what this two temperature has to do with the water that we have learned in our previous lectures? इन दो temperature का water से क्या लेना देना है? It's very simple. 0 degree Celsius is the melting point of water, right? And 100 degree Celsius is the boiling point of water. We know this. At 0 degree Celsius, your water, that is solid water, start getting converted into a liquid water, and at 100 degree Celsius, your liquid water start getting converted into a gaseous stream, that is water vapor. Okay? So अब उन्होंने जो temperature दिया है, ध्यान से देखो, it's 250 degree Celsius. That means वो तो 0 100 दोनों से बहुत बड़ा है ना? That means this temperature is greater than this temperature, and at this temperature your water exists in liquid as well as gaseous form. यानी जब आपके सिस्टम का टेम्परेचर 100 डिग्री सेल्सियस होता है तो ऐसा नहीं होता कि सारा का सारा वाटर लिक्विड से गैस बन जाता है. Means slowly and steadily evaporation process gets start and water droplets one by one, not all together, one by one they getting converted from liquid into a gaseous form. Okay, that means at 100 degrees Celsius your water exists in both state of matter, that is liquid as well as gaseous. But whatever temperature is given here, it's very high compared to 100 degrees Celsius. That means your temperature range has crossed this limit of 100 degrees Celsius, which is obvious that now your water will exist in gaseous form. Water is in gaseous form. This is the answer. है ना? Because temperature 100 डिग्री सेल्सियस तो बहुत ज्यादा है, ऑलमोस्ट डबल से भी ज्यादा है, और 100 डिग्री सेल्सियस पे तो वाटर बॉईल होता है. बॉईल मींस व्हाट? इट स्टार्ट गेटिंग कन्वर्टेड फ्रॉम लिक्विड टू अ गैस. लेकिन इतने हाई टेम्परेचर पे तो ऑब्वियसली पानी क्या बन चुका होगा? इट्स अ स्टीम. That means water is in gaseous form. This is the answer. Now next temperature is 100 degree Celsius. ठीक है? Next temperature is 100 degree Celsius. अब देखो 100 degree Celsius, as I said, 100 degree Celsius is the boiling point of water. So whenever any liquid reach its boiling point, it never get all together मींस उसका पूरी तरह से कन्वर्जन नहीं होता, इट स्टार्ट कन्वर्टिंग वन बाय वन, ड्रॉप बाय ड्रॉप. That means at 100 degrees Celsius your water will exist in both form. Water is in liquid as well as in gaseous form. This is the answer. That means when your temperature is at 100 degrees Celsius, your water system, whatever the particles of water are there, they will exist in liquid as well as in gaseous form. Okay, done. Chalo next. Then question number 3. For any substance, okay, it's a oral thing. ठीक है, तो हम ऐसे डिस्कस कर लेते हैं. For any substance, why does the temperature remain constant during the state of matter? तो ये भी हमने हमारा जो 4th लेक्चर था उसमें डिस्कस किया था कि when we give temperature to a system, slowly and steadily, initially that temperature keep on rising by 1 degree Celsius, okay, but when we reach the boiling point or a melting point, है ना, when we reach a boiling point or melting point of that particular substance, then the temperature remain constant. That temperature remain constant until whatever the state of matter you have taken is being completely get converted into another state of matter. And once that conversion take place, that means whatever the matter you have taken is completely converted into another state of matter, then your temperature had a fall. है ना, ये वही उसने क्वेश्चन में पूछा है कि हम जब भी किसी सब्सटेंस को टेम्परेचर देते हैं, ठीक है, ड्यूरिंग द चेंज ऑफ स्टेट, सो क्यों वो टेम्परेचर कांस्टेंट रहता है? तो उसके दो कारण हैं. अगर आप सॉलिड को लिक्विड में कन्वर्ट कर रहे हो तो पहले मेल्टिंग पॉइंट क्रिएट होगा. वंस योर मेल्टिंग पॉइंट इज क्रिएटेड, योर टेम्परेचर इज गोइंग टू बी कांस्टेंट and it will remain constant until whatever the solid matter you have taken is completely getting converted into a liquid thing. That means till then your temperature is going to be a constant, and whatever the extra heat is supplied to the system, है ना, that heat is being converted into a latent heat of fusion. ये वर्ड हमने लास्ट लेक्चर में पढ़ा है. ठीक है, जब हम किसी भी सिस्टम को हीट करते हैं या टेम्परेचर प्रोवाइड करते हैं और वो सॉलिड टू लिक्विड वाला सिस्टम है, तो इनिशियली जब तक सॉलिड का मेल्टिंग पॉइंट नहीं आता था तब तक टेम्परेचर राइज करेगा. जैसे सॉलिड का मेल्टिंग पॉइंट आ जाता है उसके बाद क्या होता है कि व्हाटएवर द एक्स्ट्रा हीट इज सप्लाइड टू द सिस्टम, ऑल दैट हीट इज बीइंग कन्वर्टेड और ट्रांसफॉर्म्ड इनटू अ लेटेंट हीट ऑफ फ्यूजन, and that latent heat of fusion is now utilized by the system to break the bond between the solid particles, and as soon as that bond breaking take place, your solid get or start converting into a liquid. Okay, और जब तक वो पूरा solid liquid में convert नहीं हो जाता तब तक your temperature remain constant. Okay, चलो next last question. Suggest a method to liquefy atmospheric gases. जैसे हमारे पास कितनी बड़ी एयर है, हमारा एटमॉस्फेयर कितना बड़ा है, so that means वहाँ तो बहुत सारी गैसेस हैं. That is oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen family gases, sulfur family gases, carbon family gases, बहुत सारी family की अलग-अलग gases हैं. CO2, O2, SO2, SO3, NO2, NO3, so many are there. लेकिन इन gases को गैस से अगर मुझे liquid form में convert करना है, मुझे उनको liquefy करना है, so is it possible for me to liquefy them? Yes, it is possible. Why? Because you are changing a gaseous state of matter into a liquid. और वो तो हम कर सकते हैं ना. For that you have two quantities with you, that is temperature and pressure. अब आपको ये देखना है कि आप कौन सा सीक्वेंस फॉलो कर रहे हो. As we are, जैसे इसने क्वेश्चन में बोला है, क्वेश्चन में ये बात कर रहा है गैस की, और लिक्विफाई का मतलब क्या होगा कि गैस इज बीइंग कन्वर्टेड इनटू अ लिक्विड. That means we are following the sequence where gas is getting converted into a liquid, है ना. So that can be done or that can be accomplished by increasing the pressure at constant temperature. This can be done by increasing the pressure at constant temperature. So when we increase the pressure slowly and steadily, and for the whole process we have kept our temperature constant, then whatever the gas you have taken, it will slowly and steadily will get converted into a liquid. So that means the answer for the last question is by increasing the pressure and reducing increasing pressure and reducing the temperature. प्रेशर बढ़ाने से और टेम्परेचर कम करने से आप गैस को लिक्विड बना सकते हो. ओके, सो बाय इंक्रीजिंग टेम्परेचर एंड रिड्यूसिंग द प्रेशर वी कैन कन्वर्ट अ गैसियस फॉर्म ऑफ मैटर इनटू अ लिक्विड फॉर्म ऑफ मैटर. Okay, that's all for this exercise. Okay students, now our only one topic, that is evaporation and its factor affecting that process, and our last textual exercise is left for this chapter, and we will try to complete this in our next lecture. And that's all for today. Today we have learned about the change of, we have revised how we can change a state of matter from one to another. Then we have done some textual in-text exercise. Okay, hope you enjoy it and you got all the logics and things which I taught you. Okay, take care, bye bye.